Greeting interwebs, this is JackitK and welcome to another edition of JackitK Tries. Today I have a Newsground game that was actually requested to me by the creator himself. It goes by the name SoulKey from what I've seen from the PM and the Newsground information about him. And I'll admit, I don't get too many requests from the developer themselves, so I'm on board with the idea of at least trying it out. I'm not gonna promise that I'm gonna go easy on the criticism just because it was requested by the creator, though. But if I had to judge from the loading screen alone, it seems like there's potential for the game. Won't know until it's done loading. The loading screen does look kinda nice, and I suppose we'll see more about the game when it finishes loading. So let's see how this game holds up. Assuming it ever decides to load beyond 50%. Wonder if my browser crashed or it's just that it's loading up the game still. I could just do something else while waiting, but don't want to move the computer screen away in case it decides, hey, I'll load all across while you're gone. And you won't see the opening things. Who knows what opening things this game has? I know that I don't, cause I never played the game before. Oh no. Yeah, as much as I want to run the game with sound, the other version requires Unity, and I apparently don't have that installed on my computer.
Really now?
Or some sort of Unity port.
Come on!
I really don't want to fiddle around with my computer trying to install things, especially in the middle of recording, so guess we'll just have to record this and see how it looks. Now, as you can see, I played a bit of this game already. I kinda had some issues with the recording I had, so I figured I'd try out a few more levels, show you some that I've already tried and the issues I had, and do an overall thoughts and opinions again. Well, this is the first level you can play, so you assume that you would need to go there first. Well, like these first four. So, but I'll show you exactly what kind of is about it. As far as I know, that doesn't really make much of a difference, besides like how many people can connect, but sometimes people will show up here anyways. So I'm not really sure the point of the enemies. So I'm showing off the level. I'm gonna make you guys sit through this loading screen because I sit through it a lot, and it plays into the point I have about this game. There's too many levels that are kind of not worth the wait. Well, normally it would load faster than this, but it would still take quite a while to load, and the tracks kind of are fairly short. I guess I'll just put in some random gameplay and some commentary they took in general. Oh, that time it didn't even show the progress, so maybe I won't. But you saw how long I waited for that. And now I'm going to show you exactly how long this one is. It doesn't seem too bad, right? There's the checkpoint. Are you sure we played this one before? Oh, there it is. There's the goal. So, there's not really... I'm pretty sure some of these I spend more time waiting for it to load than actually playing it, and that's never good. Sad thing is I don't know how much control you would have over that as a developer. With the experience I've had attempting to develop games, I can understand the case, especially when you're not a professional. This is still kinda I think I'll throw some people on here. Oh, I forgot to turn on the night options in that. I mean, I don't know how much Freddy would actually know. But you think it'd be possible, like, while people are connecting to load the stage? I hope that's not too radical of an idea. On one hand, I don't want to spend more time videos on the loading screen than the gameplay, but I had to go for that, and I was more willing to put a lot of time into playing the game. Not loading anyone else. There's also the issue in relation to sound, but there's another version of this that supposedly has the sound fixed, but it kind of runs on Unity, and for some reason my computer can't play that version. I might need to install something, but for the sake of you viewers, I'm going to assume that you guys don't want to install anything. Oh wow, this didn't happen. Not exactly... I swear it didn't do that before. I'll give the game that much credit. Let's try a different level. Looks like the ring was accidentally on for some reason. Really? What does this have anything to do with Sonic, cars, or music? Curse you, featured. I remember the days when featured actually had things to be relevant and actually support people. Not just like advertise random things about where chicken nuggets are made. Oh yeah, I'm playing a game. I almost forgot about that. Okay, one person's loaded. The game should be ready. I thought I only had one person loaded, but now it's trying to load multiple. Because that's the other thing I had of the game. Like, who am I racing against? Kinda wish that the recording I had before didn't go, because there was a lot more to it. I was a lot more ready to do. I even found like a glitch where I was going forward, and just the momentum like freaked out, and my car just started going backwards on its own. Now I'm gonna leave these loading screens in so you guys can see, but I'll probably like throw some... Well, if I leave all the loading screens in, I won't get a chance to show any gameplay because I don't have any extra, but... Probably throw some of the irrelevant commentary, or say the commentary that actually fits in a loading screen. See how it goes from there. I'll admit it has a lot of nice features. The areas look pretty nice, but the gameplay actually seems a bit spiral. Now that I'm actually racing against someone, it actually feels like there's more of a point, but there was times when I couldn't even like see anyone, and if you're playing by yourself, there's not really anything to go. And I guess these more advanced courses have a lot more to them, and the loading kind of pays off. Element is a bit more hard. Oh, that's a hole! Lovely, now you would have to reset. That's another thing about the game that kind of like, I mean, like, here is fine, but there's some situations, if you fall, you have to reset. And you don't just reset from where you fall off, you reset from the very beginning. It's not like in Mario Kart where Lakitu saves your hide. I actually think that's a sort of mechanic that this game would benefit from. Okay, now I think I'm pretty lost. I know that back in the day when I covered the Pixel game, and there I go right off the map. But that is kind of inevitable when I was out of bounds for so long. I was hoping to finish what I was saying first. But I guess the point I'm trying to get at is there's a limit between freedom and too much freedom, especially when you're in a race, not a driving simulator. I felt like one of the game from the WiiWare that I played suffered too much from being linear, and this one suffers a little bit from being too open. I'm glad that this time I'm actually finding courses that are longer than it takes for the game to load. I swear, oh no, I'm doing that again. Why do I keep not realizing that's like not realizing there's a gap or something. Okay, at least I'm back on the road now. I think the game needs to punish me a little bit more for actually going out of bounds. And not just let me run around. Alright, I guess we can do one more level with our new car. Because I have no idea how much commentary I actually have. Because ever since the recording crash, I've been all over the place. But of course, that means I have to sit for another loading screen. I'll admit when I first record, the game wasn't that great for me, but I had a lot of fun commentating. But the problem is now that the two have reversed, where I'm not exactly having fun playing the game, but it feels like it improved. Now that I play it more, I will still hold on to the harps I had, because when you are playing a game, the first impression is the strongest impression, and I did not have a good first impression of the game, to be honest. It didn't really feel like a game. Now it feels like a lot more of the elements that make it a game like are playing into effect. Hopefully this won't crash if I try to load it without it. And yeah. You know, I think it would be better, like, if you fall, set you in an area that... All I ask is to try one level with the new car relative to where you fell off. Like, that's what a lot of racers do when you fall out of bounds. Take Mario Kart, for example. You fall out of bounds, it kind of just... a Lakitu comes by, pulls you out, and put you about where you were, but at the cost of losing time. A Lakitu is just what this game really needs. And I shouldn't be, of all things, unable to go up a hill. If this crashes... Okay, it's loading, it's making progress. That is actually a good song. I am the 1% playing this game still! Please, no more than 1%. But I think everyone saw this coming when I said there's not really much inspiring in the sense of a game. I don't got much urgency to win because I still get medals. Some of the tracks are just way too short considering how long you have to wait for them to load. I'm sure it could be a lot worse, but it also could be a lot better. Or at least have multiple laps, yeah. Yeah, I have no momentum for there. And I shouldn't have to reset the entire race just because I didn't have enough momentum to make a jump. Some things I recommend: improve how much... I know that not all developers can do things about the loading screens, but you should at least try, if at all possible, to make sure that the loading screens are not as long as the tracks. The tracks themselves have to be longer than the loading screens. Otherwise, people are gonna get frustrated. I'm not gonna have enough momentum to make this jump.
Just a quick disclaimer.
I shouldn't have to reset the entire race because I can't make one jump. I would say that even the jumps themselves aren't an issue. Like, it seems way too hard to get enough momentum to make that jump. I have to, like, do it perfectly. And even then, like, I didn't hit anything, but I still didn't have momentum to make that jump. I mean, if this is still a beta, I guess it could be alright. It does have a lot of things going for it visually. The gameplay, which is kind of an important thing of the game, especially if you're not going to have a story, it needs some work. Though I can't really think of anything else to say about this, so that'll do it for this edition of JackitK Tries. And I'll see you all for the next episode, as I drive off into the sunset, and not into a terrible abyss. Come on now, no, the other guys, hopefully it's loading. No, it's not loading. Well, the other racers are loading. The track was not loading either. That kind of sucks. No. Oh, come on now, let's race down. Just race. It's gonna take longer to load the race than it is to play it. That kinda sucks. Disappointment. Hey, it's not my fault that I may have a YouTube video running in the background, 'cause I really wanted to have some sound while playing. Hey, man, that is not my fault. I accidentally picked a song too catchy. Who knows why I won't stop singing when I'm supposed to commentate or cut out the loading screen. Okay, I think the loading screen kind of crashed. Maybe someone got impatient while waiting for the loading screen. Oh no. Maybe that caused the game to crash. I don't know though. Numbers are flickering up here. So is that a sign of progress now? Or do I got to hit the refresh button? Who knows who's gonna wait to find out?